Alright guys, so I'm having to redo the intro. Sorry, the wind was so bad when I did the intro yesterday on the video that all I got was wind noise when I played it back and I went to do the edit. But I wanted to show y'all the matting that Junior gave me, and it's a combination Bedrock scrubber mat. It's real aggressive, but it has Bedrock drops. You can see every 1 inch there's like these weird drop sections where it will catch some 1/4 inch gravels, and it's got these micro splits and V's all the way up and down the mat. And then it has this cool little section in the middle and at the very top that emulates the old the old drive belts that they used to catch gold in all the time from the large compressors, the old large drive compressor belts. So you can see those large overextended square section mats on the top and the center. But Junior gave me these mats and I wanted to tell you they work really good. And they catch all the micron gold. Like, they catch the super smalls and the larger stuff. As you'll see later in the video, they work great. And this is the new box. I'll probably never have to make another one because I've always wanted some of Doc's from Go Hog's mats. And these are kind of, these aren't his mats, but they're real similar. And they're designed off of some of his designs. 2 or 3 of his designs, to be honest. And I love them. They work great. I can't afford Doc's mats, but if you can afford them, go get them. I highly recommend them. They are badass. Okay, so when you pay the $150 for 3 to 6 foot of matting, you're getting your money's worth. Okay, if it's $150 to $250, go ahead and get it. Pick it up, put it in your dredge, and go get Doc's Go Hog mats, man. They're totally worth it. They're nice. So I want to show you, this is the old drive belt mats that gold miners used to use, like, 50 to 100 years ago. This was the only rubber mats they would use back in the day, 30s, 40s, and 50s, because they noticed they caught a lot of gold in these mats. And then behind it, you have what's called the scrubber jump V sections. And then they just kind of do this they kind of go over a hump kind of section. But they're wide enough to catch 1/4 inch gemstones right here. It's what I would consider a Bedrock section. And then right here, you got a true Bedrock section. It's like a true 1/4 to 1/2 inch section of V matting here. And then it jumps back into this kind of almost combo of the generator drive belts. But it rolls and rips back into these upper kind of mountainous sections. But it's alternating this Bedrock. If you notice, you got a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. And then when you go to another mat, it goes back to the old drive belt section. And I just think that is just badass, man. That is a perfect mat design. Junior printed these up for me, and I just wanted to show you what they look like from this angle. And they are hooked. Notice right here, they are hooked all this direction, going like this. Okay, they're super aggressive, creating these horizontal vortex all the way down the mat. You can see it's a perfect example right there. See them? Anyways, I had to show you that. And you do need a lot of water flow to make these work properly. One problem I was running into was the flow wasn't very good and the sands were dragging over the top. It was getting a lot of black sands just migrating out of the top. But when I noticed the gold was still dropping out in this area, yeah, I don't think it was going past this area right here. So it was still loading up with those really heavy black sands and the gold, and I don't think it was I don't think it was losing anything unless I totally overloaded the box. So I had to slow down my feed rate on the flare. So instead of running a full scoop, I was kind of going to half scoops, and that seemed to help out a lot. And it would clear out, and then I would pour the other half of the scoop on, and I wasn't losing any gold. So when I look down in there, it's catching all that stuff that holds your gold. It's dancing around, it's doing its job. It looks pretty good. Damn, if that ain't a couple specks of gold right there. Oh wow, okay. There's a few specks of gold right there. Okay. Just digging into this hard pack layer. There's just big sections of this hard pack coming out. It's all in this clay layer. That is where I always fucking go. We know that on Haikey Creek, so we're in the good stuff. I just hope this box is catching. I think it is. I just have to run it a lot slower than I've been running it because the water flow is not optimal. So like right now, it's just now the box is starting to clear out. But it is clearing out. It just takes like 3 or 4 minutes, give or take. But that's okay. If it's catching a go, I really don't give a shit. I'm just happy to be grabbing the go. I heard Junior was up on a spot in a different part of Oklahoma this weekend, and he only found a couple specks. So if I find 30 specks today, I'm doing great. We're going to have to go back out to the Keystone Dam area and properly test that whole bar. Me and Junior are talking about it, so we're definitely going to go do that. We need to know how many specks are where and why. What's the best material? You know, if there is a better pay layer, we need to get on it. But I'd say he's on a really good pay layer. That whole bar seems to be loaded with gold. Wow, I'm in a thick section of pay layer. It's just a mixture of the gravels and the clay. It's the correct stuff where the gold hides out. We might be on some good gold today, I don't know. I might do better than 40 or 50 specks. But I'd be happy with 50 or 40. Hell, I'm happy with any gold in my pan. It's clearing out okay. It's just not working as good as you know, when the water flows better, it just always works better, you know? That's the problem. When you're running Oklahoma Gold, you're dealing with all these heavy sands. properly, bro, it is not easy at all. I mean, not easy, guys. Look, the box is loading up again. I don't want it to crawl like that. See what it's doing? So I'm just helping it out a little bit. And just speed up the flow. And it seems to be working really good as long as I feed it water. It's not loading up. And that's good because that means we're probably still catching gold. Yeah, I think it's working. So, I think we're good to go. Alright, you can see how heavy those sands are right there. You see them coming out of the end of the box too. But they're just kind of dragging over the top, doing their thing. Then I get occasional rock stuck right there. But if I take a little bit of water, push it through, man, you can see how it really starts to kind of move the material. And it looks like we still got some gold in there. Whoa. What is that? That can't be gold, man. There's no way. I gotta clean this box out. Oh, bro, if that's a piece of gold, holy shit. That's like an Oklahoma picker, man. I gotta clean this box out. I don't think that's gold, but we're gonna find out. If that's gold, holy shit. I don't know if it's gonna show up. There's a couple specks of the gold that was sitting in the indicator mat. Come on, camera. There he goes. There's 3 bigger specks in the pan, and that's what was in that half bucket I just ran. That bigger piece was not a piece of gold. It was a heliodor crystal. Alright, back to business. That was not a chunk of gold. I thought it was, man. It was. That golden crystal had me full. Golden heliodor crystal. Miniature heliodor. Man, it had me fucking full. It looked like a big old chunky piece of gold. I was like freaking out, man. I was like, wait, whoa, what is that? Maybe that's what I've been looking for. What was that? Is that gold? Alright, so the box is working. If it's catching those heavy heliodor crystals and holding on to them, it's catching the gold. I mean, it's working. Pretty good. I would say pretty damn good. I don't know if it's working perfect. It's working pretty damn good. So, that's good enough for me to run a bunch of material through it. Alright, we got it though. Just gonna keep running these heavy sands. Look, there's that. That's pay dirt right there. See that? Squeeze it. I'll show you what it looks like. See, it's clay. That's where the gold's coming from, man. That's it. Find that clay, that hard pack layer, you're on the go. In Oklahoma, we do find bedrock too, but it's rare. There's so many rivers and lakes here, it's hard to find bedrock. We do find it sometimes, a couple spots, but that's only one. Alright, we're back in this vegetation stuff. We're going to start seeing a bunch of black stuff. Vegetation, leaves, sticks, clay. All that stuff traps gold. Especially in this hole. See all that black running through there? It's that vegetation. Everything slowed down, way down. I mean way down, guys. It slows down enough, it starts to pile up some gold. Alright, I like the way it's running now. It's pretty good. Let's help it out a little bit. That'll clear out the box so it's not crawling. Sometimes this is what you gotta do, man. When you're running material, you don't have proper water flow. That's what you have to do right there. Then what I recommend is just push through it. You're probably not going to lose any gold. Just run it the best you can at that point. Even when it's crawling like it is right here, just push through it. Those blondes will keep coming out faster than the blacks. And then your box should, if your box is level, it should come out. But your box has to be level. Oh, my box is moving. Oh. I want my box moving. Hold on. There we go. My rock wall's moving. Okay. Put a couple more rocks here. There we go. I'm still on the pay layer, man. It just keeps giving up stuff. Little goodies. Little bitty goodies here and there. Still giving up the gold. Some hard pack right there. I'm gonna break that up. Run it through my fingers. Moving off these rocks. Spread that material out a little bit. We're just gonna speed it up a little bit. Keep running. know that, okay? I know it seems counterproductive. Everybody wants to just keep on shoveling. But break it up, man. You ain't gonna miss that goal. You run it through a classifier, break it up. Pretty sure it's catching all the gold. Well, there was 2 gloves. They were right there. So, somebody's been working my claim. Well, it ain't my claim, but I really can't call them claim jumpers. But somebody's been working my hole. And that's what I dug out today. About 5 buckets, maybe 6. We did pretty good. I haven't cleaned up the cons yet. I got to do that when I get home. But the hoe, man, it goes like above my knees right here. Almost to my waist where I'm standing. If I walk off into the hole, it just starts dropping. So, anyways, it's getting dark. We got to get out of here before the sun drops. And I'm stuck with the Sasquatch. But there's still some pay dirt in here. Not a whole lot left. But I'm still finding it, so I'm going to keep digging. See what kind of gold we got. Remember to hit the like, share, and subscribe, guys. Alright, guys, there's today's gold. Bigger, chunkier pieces. Digging that. I'm really liking those, man. Let me give y'all perspective. Try not to use my ugly finger here. Anyways. There's a perspective shot. We can get the damn camera to work. Anyways, there's the go. Bunch of my black sands down there. That sluice box, I'm surprised it doesn't hold that many black sands. Those mats, they work great. I mean, they work great. So, thanks for watching. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. Come back and see me on YouTube, guys. Modern Prospector out. Baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running.